bonus directly, bro.
No, it's.
I think a certain amount. Oh wait, don't put it on. We're recording.
Yeah, we're gonna start this podcast on forgiveness.
114.
I guess.
Come on,
We
Romo.
forgive you, Romo.
114, Romo. Holler it out.
Be careful with these sounds. We probably gotta. Are these? They don't have these sounds copyrighted, right?
Holler it out, Romo.
What? What
Holler it out.
episode is this?
114.
114!
Episode 114.
114.
Chris seemed to have a lot to say about forgiveness, so let's. Forgiveness, Chris. What does it mean to you? Well, you know, obviously it means to forgive, right? I guess we shouldn't be so. Should we?
So I've asked for forgiveness a lot in my life, and I haven't always meant
Amen.
it,
Amen.
right?
Amen.
Because then I keep doing it.
Amen.
So then but we're not perfect.
No. Amen.
And then also we have to forgive others and ourselves just to live fucking peacefully.
Amen.
So that's how I look at forgiveness. It's a necessity.
Yeah, forgiveness is its own reward because look, bro, like I remember I used to get into it at my job with my supervisor a lot. Like you know, he'd be the kind of guy that was clearly like just walking around looking to fuck with employees, and I would take the bait each and every time. You know, we sit there and start yelling matches, bro. You know what I'm saying? And one day I got home and I realized, bro, like I'm coming home stressed out every time I come home from work, and it's because of this arguing, you know. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, look, obviously you're never gonna make this fool stop, but you can change how you react, and you can also just say, you know what, I'm not gonna get mad at him, bro. I'm gonna just let him talk his shit and just keep, you know, this, all right, whatever. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what, it's his own reward. I come home and I don't have that weighing on my head. I don't have that this motherfucker. Oh, fucking, you know, like you come home, you're bringing that shit home with you. You can't. You gotta leave all that shit where it's at, you know, at your job, wherever it is, you know. Say wherever that stress is at, you gotta leave it there, fam. You know, don't bring
you
it
gotta
home
leave
with
home
you.
at home, and you gotta leave work at work, which is hard as fuck to do.
Don't bring it with you. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
yeah, bro.
key.
I realized that you know what, forgiveness is its own reward because you know what, I want peace in my life and I want peace in my mind, I want peace in my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is forgiveness important to you, Romo?
Why is it important to me?
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a weight off your shoulders. You know, it changes that hatred you hold. Because holding hatred, it's heavy. You know, it takes a lot of effort to hate something. It takes a lot of effort to hate somebody. And when you can finally learn to forgive somebody for what they've done, you know, you kind of understand, like, man, maybe they didn't understand. You know, try to see it from their point of view. And see why they did whatever they did to you.
Right.
Forgiveness for other people, you know, it takes a weight off your shoulders. Like, you know, there's no harm, no foul. You know, there's no regret to it. There's nothing to it. You know, you just keep moving forward instead of staying
soul's
stagnant.
lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of staying stagnant. And I think a lot of people, like, they need to forgive their parents, which is hard to do.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize that, like, when you don't forgive someone, it's like that old phrase, bro. Like, it's like you're trying to poison somebody, but in the end, you end up poisoning yourself. You know, you hold on to all that anger, all that resentment,
Bitterness.
all that. Oh yeah, bro, all that whatever, bro. And then you never level up because you're always holding on to this baggage from who knows way back when. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're never really moving up in life because you're always stuck in this hamster wheel of I can't forgive myself or I can't forgive others. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And forgiveness also, bro. Another. Hey, you don't have to necessarily tell motherfuckers, oh, I forgive you, dog. You know, or I forgive you, lady, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you can. If you forgive them in your heart and in your mind, that's all that really matters, fam. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know, a lot of people feel like they need to let people know I forgave you. I'm a good person. Nah, bro. You know that's ego trap. You know what I'm saying? Like you just let it go. You know, it's like you don't do good just when motherfuckers are watching. You know what I'm saying? You do good. You know, behind the scenes. You know,
Right.
you know all that stuff. You know, because that's just how you are.
That's who you really are.
Yeah, and if you forgive, just because you're gonna forgive, and that's it, bro. I mean it, and I don't need people to know about it. I don't need to put it out there that I'm a forgiving, godly motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It just is. You know.
Right.
So yeah, you know that's another thing too. It's like forgive, but also don't be seeking credit. Don't be seeking for no one to say, "Oh, look how forgiving you are." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't put your forgiveness on blast.
It's in a sense for me.
Don't be a dick.
I like the whole apology thing from people. That's nice, you know. But it's like already for me, I've already forgiven certain people, especially if I'm talking to you already.
That's his ego talk.
I guess in this I guess, if he wants to say it that way. But it's a way to kind of describe it, in a sense. Because it's like, I don't seek it. I just, will either forgive you on my own, and I'll learn to forgive you later on in life.
Right. By necessity, because, dealing with people who have addictions, me being a person with addiction, and also dealing with people with addiction, and I know we've all
Dealt with addiction.
like the apologies are hollow oftentimes. Like they're not themselves, or we're not ourselves when we're promising and for asking for forgiveness. So the ability to forgive that kind of person takes a lot, but it helps you because that person who's in the addiction is not getting affected by the guilt. You're the one that's going to be affected if you but you have to be able to do it still. I was also going to say forgiving yourself. Guilt, like holding hate, but also holding guilt is heavy. So if you have hate and guilt, that's real heavy. You gotta be able to forgive yourself too.
Yeah. You gotta be able to, having guilt goes to forgiving yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, forgive yourself for having fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Forgive yourself for not knowing any better. You know what I'm saying? Or even if you did know better, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do it again. I mean it. You know what I'm saying? I mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and that too, you don't have to go telling people like, oh, this time I mean it. I'm really gonna. Bro, you just do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because then at least if you fuck up, you're making an effort, and you're like, okay, I don't have to go tell everybody again. I fucked up, but I'm gonna keep trying again. Just do it silently.
In my opinion, you should be doing what you do, not for anybody on earth, not for that audience. You're doing it for a higher audience, so to speak. You're doing it for the universe, for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? For all those beings out there, waiting for us to ascend. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. And that's one of the things too, that you gotta learn how to be able to forgive yourself for being human, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna fuck up. I don't know if we said it on the podcast or what. You said it. We're not perfect. That what you said?
Yeah, I'm sure we said that several times.
Yeah, you said we're not perfect. Of course, we're not perfect, man. So if you fall short of perfection, it's okay. That's just being human, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's part of the experience.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
The learning experience.
All that we talked about, you have to embrace the cringe. Embrace the fact that you're gonna fuck up. Embrace the fact that sometimes you're gonna be wrong. You're gonna fall flat on your face. You're gonna, it's not gonna come out your way. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be able to say, you know what? I'm gonna use this as a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use this to toughen up instead of using it as a
crutch.
As a way to just soften up and say, oh no, I'm a dumbass. Oh, I don't deserve anything.
Right. It's like at night. Like I don't know if y'all do, but I do it sometimes. I binge on the cringe.
Yeah.
And I start thinking about like
shit that you said this morning.
Yeah, like a montage of stupid shit I've done or said. Like sometimes it's recent, sometimes it's not. Yeah. But lately I've been able to that's who you are. That's part of being human. Again, that's probably what makes some people like you. And if they don't like you because of your cringe, well, fuck them, Yeah, you gotta forgive that cringiness of you. That's something you can't control. I mean, you can try your best to be cool all the time, but you can't. It's impossible.
Like one of the things that I think a lot of people they carry with them through life is having to forgive heartbreak. Having to forgive having to forgive that relationship didn't work out, or that someone did you dirty, or that you fucked up. Once again, the guilt thing. You know what I'm saying? The whole I made this relationship go south. Once again, just that's the ups and downs of life. You have to be able to ride the wave. It's not always gonna be great. It's not always gonna be bad. But the same way that you embraced it when it was good, you gotta say, okay, now that it's not good, I gotta just put in some work to make it good again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're gonna be back up there, but if you convince yourself to no, I'm stuck down here. I took a giant fall, took a giant loss. I'll never bounce back. Well, you're gonna be there. You're gonna stay down there. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You're gonna miss the next wave that goes higher. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting there crying about the floor that you missed, and then all these elevators are like stopping, and you're ignoring them. You know what I'm saying? I wanted this elevator. I wanted to go in this one. Well, these other elevators are opening up right next to you.
There's also fucking stairs.
There's stairs, yeah, bro.
You're not in a wheelchair.
There's many ways.
There's fire escape.
Yeah, like the way we thought to where we were gonna get. Like the route we thought we were gonna take to where we were gonna go doesn't always turn out to be that way. You know what I'm saying? It turns out to be, sometimes you don't have to go another way. You know what I mean?
Right. You got to take, not even short, long cuts. Sometimes you got to, something's blocking the path. But, damn, I was going to say something.
Something about the road less traveled.
No, before that.
You got anything to say?
Yeah, you
No.
I'm trying to think.
Come on, Romo. Spice this up a little bit.
Cream.
Spice this up. But you got some personal. I mean, come on.
Oh, forgive the universe is what I was gonna say
There you
because some
go.
people are
This guy, Romo's like, yeah. You know, I'm just about to say that shit, bro.
took it off the tip of my
Took it off. I'm
tongue.
about to say. All right, let's forgive the universe.
Because you can have like how you were saying, like you have a plan and you want it to go this way, but the universe has other plans.
Yeah.
Like yeah, you're gonna get there, but you're gonna have to fucking learn and get electrocuted and learn, and it's like a fucking Ninja Warrior path. You think it's like, oh, you gotta do this, and then they just bust out with like slippery floor and
It's
fucking
like,
things coming from the top, and you just gotta just work with it.
It's like the quarterback who just won the Super Bowl in the NFL. That guy had to struggle for a lot of years on a team that was mediocre. He had to take all his bumps. He had to go. He had to get fucked up, right? And you know what? Maybe when he got in the league, he's like, well, I think I should be a champion after 4 or 5 seasons. You know what I'm saying? Well, it didn't turn out that way. The guy had to take his licks on that first team before he got traded to a team where he almost instantly won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So it's like, look, you were gonna get that reward. But you just didn't get it, not the way you thought.
Right.
So you know what? Roll with it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Don't kick and scream. You know, accept, embrace. You know
And
what
it's
I'm saying?
probably because
This is your journey. Why you denying it, bro? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Give it to somebody else? This tailor made for Romo. This tailor made for Chris. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
why you sitting there crying about like, oh, I don't like this, or I don't want to do this, or I feel like this is no, bro.
'Cause
This
you're
is
not-
for you.
right.
This is for you. You just gotta step up.
It's preparing you.
Yeah, life wants you to step up. Life wants you to level up. And you just sitting there crying about how you come to, you know, I don't want to leave my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Don't be, you know, as humans, we gotta stop that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the comfort zone is nice, but nothing ever grows there.
It's
You know what I'm
boring.
saying? Hell
Then you don't have no
yeah.
stories. You don't interact with nobody. You regret this. It becomes a blur. Like I've lived like that. You know, like just staying at home all the time and just
Wallowing in your depression and
Smoking,
in the
wallowing.
cringe. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Living life like a Linkin Park song.
And you gotta forgive those years. You gotta figure. Wait, where did you say forgive yourself? Your younger self for sure, because your younger self wasn't thinking correctly.
Yeah, you gotta be the same. I was younger. And I don't know. I know better now, bro. Like I look back now to when I was, I'm 30. I'll be 33 on Tuesday, and I look back and I look at when I was 30 or when I was even 28, and I'm like, you know what? I know a lot more than that motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Kids, you gotta forgive kids, bro.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times people hold kids to an accountability that they aren't even held to sometimes.
I feel you.
No, it's true. You know, it's like expectations that
Right.
parents will have that they didn't even grow up with,
Right.
and they're not even teaching them the right way to hold up to these expectations. And
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, we gotta be more forgiving to kids.
Yeah.
Like, not always, because it's just their creativity. They're trying to learn and create and
Like for example, even Romo might want one of his nephews to be a jiu-jitsu guy one day, right, or a martial artist. But if the motherfucker decides he wants to go paint, Romo's like, if Romo threw a
Not gonna
fit,
stop 'em.
if Romo threw a fit about that, who does that really affect? Bro, it's like
affects the kid.
I want to do what I do in my life, but you know what I'm saying? Exactly. You put your own expectations on this kid. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I want them to just do whatever they feel as though they want to do in life. And I
They're
want
also human.
yeah.
Yeah.
Be full force and like saying that if they go on this adventure and they're like, I don't like it, I will be right there to say, well, either you stick through it for a little bit and see how you feel after 6 months, and if you still don't like it, then try something different.
Right.
That's just my mindset to it. You give it a try for at least a year.
Yeah,
If you don't like it, then
like-
whatever.
Like what I don't like is how so many parents expect their kids to go to college and they have to go get a degree and they have to start make basically living a college life right away, right? But some of these kids go because they're forced to, and then they don't like it, bro. So they lose motivation. They start missing classes. When they go, they don't pay attention, so they start failing, and then they start they get on academic probation, and then they end up having to go home and so embarrassed, so already full of stress to tell parents that look, I want to do this in my life. I want to do something else. But knowing their parents are gonna yell at them or exactly, bro. It sucks that
Be disappointed.
exactly all because I am not doing what you want me to do in my life. You know
And
what
what's
I'm saying?
crazy is the environment has changed.
So one more thing.
Okay, go ahead.
More. Too many parents focus on my kids being successful and don't focus on my kids being good people or happy people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, because they're expecting, they think that's how you get to happiness.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
now,
Hey, you know, I want someone one day to go through these podcasts and take the clips of the good shit that we say.
I
You what I'm saying?
know.
Like, make a little one YouTube clip,
it's hard
short.
to do it. Yeah.
You know, like they do with all the other podcasts. Shout out to whoever does it one day.
I have to do it. It'll be me. I'm gonna have to do the clips. I do clips for my podcast. But the environment's changed because, like, back then, that was the key to success and happiness. You go to college,
But look at the people.
the
that
economy was good,
But look
but
at-
now it's not like that no
Yeah,
more.
but look at the people who create unhappy people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because now that's what I was gonna say. A lot of those kids, they got this pressure to go to college and try to survive in this.
And that's
plus they got. That's why there's so many people have anxiety and depression.
And that's exactly why the people who did this, their kids have this anxiety because they have it too. They passed it on, you know, like indeed. Those kids are born with somehow knowing that like college is gonna suck. Oh, it kills your imagination. It turns you into a robot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they know their parents are gonna make them go, and there's always hesitation. You know what I'm saying? It's and it should be. We talked about how there's no such thing in education right now. It's mostly indoctrination. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, I lost my train of thought.
But yeah, so I mean, like, all right, so now you can go to college, get your degree,
Yeah.
and you're supposed to be quote unquote successful, but
Yeah.
there's no jobs.
No, none.
The jobs that you went to school for, or a lot of people went to school for, there's no jobs for those.
Most people are becoming like internet streamers. It's crazy, man.
Well, if you're hot enough, you go on OnlyFans. But if you're not, then you're like I have a cousin who I got two cousins that work at Quick Trip, and they both manage Quick Trip. One of them's in Missouri and one's in Texas. But the one in Missouri, she has a degree, a bachelor's degree, and she couldn't make any money with that.
Yeah, I feel like Romo missed out on that train. Like he's good at playing video games and beating them. He should have been a streamer. You know what I'm saying?
It's never too late.
It never is. We go through
Never
that here.
too
We go
late.
through all those games that we played. You know what I'm saying? Go through some
Again.
But then you'll be able to play them. Then you'll be able to be
Hey,
better.
maybe this time.
I do not want
I
to
want-
go through that one level.
I bet you that's how they do
I
it.
want to figure out how monetization works on there. Like, do they pay you like for every like? Okay, let's say you start getting a shitload of views. How much do you get paid for like whatever? I want to.
2,000 for every.
Say it again.
I think it's like 1,000 for every either million or so views or some shit like
Talking about
that.
YouTube or Twitch or which one you talking?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, I think. Okay, you know what? Maybe we should get in gaming. We should-
Once you get 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 something, then you're able to monetize, and then they'll put advertisers, and that's probably like a couple dollars. But once you get into the millions, then you can get real fucking sponsors and get real fucking money.
So we'll have to start him off, and then
But you gotta start in the
then
beginning.
we'll have to get some attractive chick to start.
You gotta,
She can be like this, or Roman can be the one really
Actually
controlling the
playing.
video game, but she's all like.
or we could just dress
Her
them up
boobs
like
be
a,
all shaking and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
damn,
Well, I know what these simps want.
yeah.
It's like shooting softcore porn.
Man, you don't think we can
Pretty
just
much.
sit there and just do it ourselves? Just have a bunch of old women just want to watch us?
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
give
sure,
myself
what we
that
doing?
much credit.
I think people would watch us play Mario
And-
Kart, but I just don't know how to record
and
that. shit.
also, I don't want to be on camera.
No, like,
man.
how would we record like the like if we're playing
Well,
Mario Kart? how you
it's
record
a-
that shit?
There gotta be ways.
It's a
You
way.
can YouTube it.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you YouTube it, but it's like, in a sense, you're gonna have your computer and your console kind of connected together.
Yeah, because your console's gonna record what's going on in here.
And
So
then
yeah,
you
could
have
do that
it
on
in a
Screen
two-way.
mirroring.
It's a two-way
yeah.
type of screen.
His laptop could
recording
screen-
from the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can have my laptop set up right here, have a TV screen right here, but it all connected.
I think I know how to do it too.
Alright.
Oh, dang.
It's very complicated. But yeah.
Not that complicated.
Yeah.
That's the way you just said it. All I have to get is you get your laptop, this
Yeah,
console,
you said it's very
find an
complicated.
app on the internet, and then we mirror record.
That's it.
All right, so you also since we need a couple more minutes,
We don't
forgive
need a couple
drivers, forgive fellow man, forgive random people, right?
for being stupid.
Yeah.
Like forgive people who are an asshole and they're giving you your food because it's not personal,
Like
right?
last night
Oh, the last time
Who was the
when we
asshole?
went to Starbucks.
Oh, and they fucked
Oh,
up our drinks and they didn't know which ones had
they
the
didn't fuck
sugar.
up mine.
Oh, they didn't.
Well,
They
it's
fucked up
hard
mine.
to fuck up coffee you just brewed right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah, but she was just incompetent. She wasn't.
However,
like
next
the
time I
asshole.
think I need 3 sugars.
This guy here. I literally have sugar there too. You could have added another one.
I know, but
All right, I think that's good.
for
Right, that's about
For
20. Huh? Or
I
no?
mean, again, I think forgiveness is it's a good podcast.
You forgive everybody, right?
What was that?
What was that?
Installed Naval Strike. How many games are you
Hello?
are you downloading?
Someone knocking?
No, he just
This is downloaded.
But he knocked on something? I heard a knocking.
Oh, that might have been me.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, this still recording? I thought
You,
No,
do
what
you
was I
forgive
gonna
the
say?
devil?
Why
What?
would you forgive the devil?
That's true. It's just a weird question.
You forgive everybody. You forgive the devil. Yeah, you forgive your own enemy. You know, you have to forgive if one of those elite pedophiles was put in front of you, and you know what I'm saying, and you knew all they did, you saw a video of them doing this shit, you have to be able to look at them in the eyes and forgive them, bro. You know, because you have to be able to, like the Bible says, you judge the sin, not the sinner. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at Romo when he was going to his alcohol face and say, Romo, you're a fucking idiot. I said, bro, you're better than this. You know, I know this isn't you. You know, you got this thing. It's got its little tentacles in you. You know what I'm saying? And it's made it think you need it. You know what I'm saying? But I know this isn't you. I wouldn't sit there.
Well, that's different though. That's different than a pedophile who's indoctrinated into this.
But
Crazy
you
shit.
have to be able to learn to forgive them.
Yeah, you have
because
to be able to
they
say-
don't forgive themselves.
Yeah. That's why they do all this stuff in the
Jesus.
dark. A lot of them are
Yeah.
black men doing it. A lot of them, like I said, are born into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to be able to just say, you know what? Hopefully, in the next life you can do better. You know, hopefully you do better.
And some of
like-
these,
and I hope you're
Like survivors,
No,
they
and-
have to forgive the.
And I hope you're sorry for the damage you did. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I hope that much. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not
Not
our
for
job.
me,
We're not the
yeah.
judge here. Not the judge on earth anywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's a higher power. You know what I'm saying? And they will be judged one day. You know what I'm saying? But
We're not,
That's
the,
not
we're not the
judge.
executioner
we're
either.
not. We're not.
we
the
shouldn't
judge.
be the
Oh
executioner.
shit!
Right.
I almost broke your bond.
Unless you're like in a movie.
I mean, your water pipe. We're gonna get kicked off of YouTube.
That's cool.
Like Roman got kicked out of the headshot.
Almost, right?
But
No, he did.
They kicked you out because you said bong?
No, they just wouldn't tell me anything.
I mean, isn't that the same thing? Imagine if you walked into any store like, hey, we're not gonna sell you anything. So
I feel discriminated against. That's what it sounds
Because
like.
of your.
you have to forgive. They should have forgiven Romo for not knowing any better.
Right, because it was just ignorance. It wasn't like on purpose.
He did play like 2 or 3 times.
More like 6.
He didn't get the.
And
hint.
y'all didn't even help
He
him.
did not. Bro, we're sitting there like the lady could not be more obvious about the hint she's giving. And, you know, whatever.
So you gotta forgive that shot.
Yeah, you gotta forgive. You didn't know any better. Like she.
And
like,
forgive them for not helping you.
Nah, fuck that shit.
I know, right?
You know, hey, forgiveness. You know, it's like missing your home or your best friend's wedding or something, right? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
Would that
that's
be?
real
That would take a lot to forgive, right?
Or
You
your
know what I'm saying?
cousin's wedding.
It's too bad Vino's still struggling with that forgiveness because he still brings it up every fucking month.
No, I mean, this is the perfect topic.
Yeah, why talk about Chris? I totally forgot that this happened to you too. I had
Oh,
forgiven you.
I was thinking about me
I
and
had
my
forgiven
cousin.
you so hardcore that I had already forgotten. So I
Nah.
just now brought it up.
Well, okay, so forgive and forget,
So on this
or
podcast,
forgive and remember.
forgive and remember.
No, you forgive and forget.
Depends on the situation, right?
No, you forgive and forget. You let it go. That's the point.
Because then if you remember,
Go.
you're not really forgiven.
But what if he does it
Right.
again?
Then you're an idiot for trusting him again.
No, what's the fool me once?
Would you miss Ed's wedding again?
Shit, no, hell no.
Would you
Like
miss
his second
your best friend's
wedding, or?
again?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Like,
So basically, you and Ed gotta get
Forgiveness.
remarried or renew your vows or some shit so that me and Romo can go. Sounds
Yeah.
fun.
That'd be
Right.
interesting.
They should do it together. We should go on a cruise.
Nice.
Nah, cruise
Yeah,
sounds
it's
scary,
weird.
right?
I mean,
And you gotta get.
you can't even smoke with her around.
Well, on the boats are big. You can like
I
go
don't
on the
want
other
to
side
go
of
on
the
a
boat.
boat. I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of people.
Nah.
On an
Dang.
ocean, no, bro. There's probably animals down there.
I want to go
all
somewhere
kinds
where
of
I can
giant sea
drive to.
creatures.
Oh, okay. I've been on a cruise one time. And it was pretty fun. I think we would have fun.
I like being on land. How about that?
I'd rather
That's
go to
true.
the beach.
I'm an
How about
Aquarius. So, well, the beach is nice.
But you know what? I forgive you for not, for not considering our phobias. Anyhow, that's episode 114.
that? Is that it? Is that all we got for forgiveness?
Forgive.
Oh wait, what do you have something else?
Forgive.
I
Ron,
was
Dad?
gonna say just for self-forgiveness and shit like that.
What say it again?
Self?
Oh,
Self-
yeah, it's
Go
forgiving
ahead.
yourself for shit that you've done.
Go ahead, Ron. Spit it out.
Well, it's anything as far as like addictions and whatnot. You know, as far as like when I've seen an addict throughout over the years, you know, watching one be my own brother, you have to learn not only to forgive them for the shit that they've done, but also forgive yourself for the shit that you've had to do to kind of, you know, the things that you didn't do to help them.
Right.
You know,
what you did or didn't do. You
Yeah.
can't blame yourself for
You
anything.
play on the what ifs. Like, man, what if I would have done this, man? This could have been different, or shit like that, or things that you've done in a relationship or anything like that. You gotta learn to forgive yourself.
Yeah, I would also look and say, look, but the dude I am right now, do I like the dude I become? Have I learned some good lessons? You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I might have taken this road that I didn't really want to take, but didn't I still grow? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's like, for me, it was if I didn't go through that phase. Luckily, I made it out. I could have just been gone. But like, hey, I count my blessings that I'm here. And because I've taken the transition where I've taken control of everything, as far as for me, what I can control, it's led me to where I'm at now. You know, I'm closer to God, I'm closer to my kids, and I'm living life to the fullest. I'm happy now. I don't live in the what ifs no more.
Amen. You live in the present because the present is
A gift!
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
peace.
So,
Can
Is that cool?
Can y'all
You
look
good?
at lunch?
yeah, we're calling that.
Can I look